Okay. Welcome everyone to the finals of the Vertice Society speech contest. My name is Scott Perry, and I've been working with everyone for the last, well, we started this January 10th, and we've been working since January 10th on this. Now let me I want to just confirm everything is working. This should be viewing. Okay, double checking. Okay, triple checking. Working. Yep, it is. Great. There we go. All right, thanks everybody for joining, and we are getting underway. Before I begin, I'd like to thank all of the people that have been helping. The judges, Ryan Jackson, he's from Hawaii. He's a businessman here in Hawaii. We have George Berninger. He is a professor in Japan. He is teaching English there at the university. And then there is Sharon Nakamura. She is living in California, and she's helping us from there. So the judges' schedules are a little bit different. They're going to be viewing and watching these and grading. So just so you know, here are a couple links. There should be a link on my site if you want to view or judge with us. There's a link I'm going to screen share and show you. This link right here, it's not active, but it should be active on my site. If you type that in, you'll be able to judge and pick with us. We basically have three groups, an advanced group, an intermediate group, and a beginner group. And the advanced group, they're mostly going to be doing live performances. Intermediate, some did live. I will show you their recording. And we have practice, 練習する人。その人たちはcompetition じゃなくてでも learning the techniques and participating like everyone else. Okay, so let's begin. You are here to hear all of their work and effort. I want to thank all of the participants. Speech makers, I want to thank all of you for your effort and your dedication to memorizing your speeches, practicing all aspects. So let's look at your performances. I'm very excited to hear. Great. So let's see here. The first one is going to be, according to our list, it is Yuki Harima. She's out of Tokyo. She's in the intermediate group. So let's start with the very first video. Okay, begin.
Hello everyone, I'm Yuki Harima. I represent Tokyo, Japan. My speech is stop doing it. Have you ever had to stop doing one thing to do something else? About a year ago, I was told that in order to achieve a goal, one must make priorities. This means in order to do one thing, one must stop doing something else. It doesn't mean to stop forever, but meaning putting it aside. And this way, you can achieve your goal and be yourself. Time is always moving and will never come back. For the past year, I thought what I really wanted to do. The speech contest was an opportunity and decided to stop many things and put it aside for now. If you have a lot of things to do, remember stop, make priorities, and put many things aside for now. It's important to take a second and think twice. I'm Yuki Harima. Thanks for listening, and I hope I've enjoyed your day.
Okay, that was Yuki Harima from Tokyo. Next, we have Masa Minagawa representing Aichi-ken. He is in the advanced group. Masa is actually located outside of Japan. Let's begin with Masa.
Hello everyone, it's Masa representing Aichi Prefecture. Today I'm going to talk about spam mails. Spam mails have spread in the world. Have you ever received it or caused an inconvenience by spam mails? I've had it and I like to share my risky experience with you. A couple months ago, I received an SMS with my cell phone from the bank I've contracted. They alarmed my bank account has been locked. Answer my personal bank number and password as soon as possible. I was so panicked when I received it. Tried to reply soon, but I was feeling it was something wrong. It was doubt. It's a malware from the bank. That's why I contacted the bank call center and asked them why they sent SMS, not the official letter about these critical things. They answered, "Thank you for calling, Mr. Minagawa. No, we didn't send SMS like this. It's a spam mails." Spam mails? Yes, Mr. Minagawa. We just send the customer reminders such as "Don't believe such kind of SMS. Once they receive, don't click any link inside. It's a fake news." Okay, sir, thank you for information. I deleted it immediately. How risky it is, everyone. What we remember is spam mails always alarm us, aim at our personal information to scam. Once we receive and click the link, we are scammed our money. It wouldn't return forever. So be careful. Don't panic. Contact your bank to make sure first once you receive it. Thank you for your listening.
Okay, spam mail, be careful. Thank you for that, Masa. And moving along, we are going to Nagano with Kyoto Midorikawa, aka Max. Max is in the intermediate group. Let's see what Max has for us today.
Hi, I'm Kyoto Midorikawa. I represent Nagano, Japan. I'm in the intermediate group and my speech title is Made in Japan. You won't believe what happened to me with a US taxi driver. Please listen. A while ago, I was still in America and I got a taxi. Airport, please. Yes, sir. On its way, a Toyota drove past a taxi. I leaned out of the window and said, Toyota, very fast, made in Japan. Later, a Honda drove past a taxi. Of course, I did the same thing. Honda, very fast, made in Japan. Next, a Nissan drove past a taxi. I got excited and shouted, Nissan, very fast, made in Japan. I was so happy to see many Japanese cars in the great USA. However, the driver seemed a little upset, but he kept quiet. Finally, we arrived at the airport. $300, sir. That is so expensive. Me too, very fast. Made in Japan. Too much patriotism can be a dangerous thing. Thank you.
Okay. Although I know what was coming, it's still funny. So be careful when you're in a taxi in America. Just don't say anything. Might be better. Made in Japan is cool. All right, moving along. We are going now to Mie Prefecture with June Ito. So let's see what June has from Mie Prefecture.
Did you know this bundle of sticks can get you candy in the countryside of Japan? My name is Jun. I'll be sharing with you some cultural traditions about my hometown in Mie Prefecture. I was born in Mie Prefecture. Mie Prefecture is in the middle of Japan, located next to the Pacific. When I was a child, I lived in the countryside. There are just green rice fields, mountains, and trees around my house. So I was longing for the big city. And now I'm glad I was born in the countryside. Why? This bundle of sticks is the reason. Each countryside has its traditions, events, and festivals. We also have a traditional event on the night of the full moon harvest festival in October. We visit the families' homes in our area while carrying a stick made of a bunch of straw. First, we hit the sticks 3 times the ground around each family's garden or front door and say, please. Then we hit the sticks very hard to the ground 10 times while singing a kid's song for good luck. After doing this, the people living in the house give us some candies and snacks. Yes, it is like Halloween, but we don't need to dress up in disguises and scare people. We only need the straw sticks. I believe children in the countryside are tough because they can get a lot of candies and snacks with only this stick. So I think my toughness comes from that. Please remember, if you live in Mie Prefecture and you hear kids' songs or hitting the ground on the full moon, be careful, because all the candies and snacks in your house will be gone. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you for that, June. So I will beware. Next time I happen to be in Mie Prefecture, I will be careful. I don't want all my candy gone. Okay, great. So moving along, we have here Makiko Kasahara from Okayama, Japan. Now, let's see here. I'm going to get everything ready here. Okay, get some of these out of the way. All right. Okay, here we go. Now, 1 second. Lots of videos to shuffle, and then we're going to get to the live. Okay. Makiko Kasahara.
Hello, I'm Makiko Kasahara. I represent Okayama Prefecture. My speech is the best day of my life. I went on a trip with my friend at the beginning of 2020. At that time, the coronavirus began to spread little by little. The door of the elevator is open, and the Polish traveling family smiled and said, "Please join us." But we didn't want to ride together because of Corona. All I could do was only say "please" with the hand gestures. I couldn't forget the father's wonderful smile and the daughter's killer eyes. If I could speak English back then, I could have said much more. Then I started studying English. And last November, that chance came again. I built up my courage and talked to them. They were a family from Africa living in Japan. The father was working as a chemist. At last, they were interested in me and could take pictures with me. I've never been happier. That was a great day for me. And I am so excited to continue studying English. Thank you.
Good job there. Thank you. So that's very interesting. A family from Malawi. I found that on the map. It's the southern part of Africa. Very interesting. So moving right along. We are going to shift now, and we are going to start the live performances. The first live performance is going to be with Kazeo Matsuda from Kagoshima, Japan. She is going to be speaking, and she is also outside of Japan. Let's bring her on right now. Kazeo, can you turn on your video, please? Great. How are you?
I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay, a little bit nervous. No
Yes.
worries. What I'd like you to, okay, good. So no need to be nervous. Just, I know it's a strange time zone for you, so thank you for joining. Whenever you're ready, I'm going to leave and then you can begin, okay?
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Kazeo. I represent Kagoshima, Japan. My speech is titled, My First Trip to India. In my early 20s, I believed that if I went to India, I would change. I desperately wanted to go there at that time, dreaming of my transformation. Then, in my late 20s, finally, I decided to quit my job and go. First, I flew to Bombay, which is Mumbai today. My destination was Pune, about 30 minutes by plane from Bombay. So I boarded the flight that was packed. Then a gentleman came to my seat. He was talking to a flight attendant. I didn't understand what they were talking about, but I had a bad feeling about something watching them speaking. She checked my ticket and said something to me. I found out I mistakenly boarded the flight for New Delhi. Oh my gosh. I got off the plane following her gesture. While in my mind, I was blaming the workers at the gate and the door to the plane because they did not check my ticket carefully. I thought this could not happen in Japan. That was almost a joke. But my English was very poor back then. It was my mistake too. When I think back about that, sometimes I still feel a little frightened, but there's a laugh. It was sweet memory and like a dream. By the way, going to India didn't change me, but what I can say now is that it did change my life direction. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Kazeo. Have you been back to Bombay since then? No? Guess not. All right.
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, moving along, we are going to be talking with Chika Tsurata from Nara Prefecture in Japan. So let's see here. Chika, there you go. How are you?
I'm good.
Great. And are you all set?
Yes, I am, I think.
Great. I'm going to leave and then you can begin, okay?
Hi, everyone. My name is Chika Tsuruta, representing Nara Prefecture. My speech is titled, Find Your Chai. A year ago, I got in an accident. I was ice skating with my family when I slipped and landed on my head. I broke my skull. Fortunately, my brain was safe, at least according to the CT scan. So I thought I'll be able to fully recover in a matter of weeks. After my pain was gone, I noticed something was wrong. I used to drink 3 cups of coffee every day, but coffee started to smell bad. I mean, it was awful. Other things started to smell differently as well, sometimes like burned chemical or garbage. I told my doctor about this condition, and he told me that it was a typical condition caused by a head injury and that he had never seen any patients who were able to get their sense of smell back. I cried day in, day out, thinking that everything has changed forever and will never be the same again. I couldn't imagine living the rest of my life surrounded by the disgusting smells. But as a mother of two, I had to keep going and take care of my kids. Eventually, I started experimenting with different methods in a desperate attempt to regain my sense of smell. One day, my family and I went to an Indian restaurant. Indian food has always been my favorite food, but not anymore. I was sad but ordered the food anyway. At the end of the dinner, my chai tea came. And when I drank it, it actually smelled like chai. I can smell this chai. It tastes just like chai. Since then, despite what my doctor told me, my sense of smell has improved a lot. Although it's not fully back yet, I can now enjoy a cup of chai and I will never give up on myself. I hope when you find yourself feeling lost, you can find your chai and get yourself back on track again. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you are back on track. And I do have that actual brand of chai, but I never thought of it that way. So thank you for your speech. Okay, let's see here. Coming up next, we are going all the way from Nara to Osaka, which is not far away, I think. So we are going to bring on Tomoko from Osaka. Tomoko, are you there? Great. Hello, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so are you going to start on or off camera?
Oh, what do you mean?
Are you going to walk in or
Oh,
start?
no, I'm doing this as I am.
I will leave and you can begin.
Yes, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Tomoko, and I represent Osaka. I'm in the advanced group, and my speech is titled Osaka no Oba-chan. To be or not to be. How much money does your husband make? How much did your house cost? How much was your dog? I've been asked these questions more times than I can count by people we call Osaka no Oba-chan. Osaka no Oba-chan. It's kind of a nickname for middle-aged or older women in Osaka. I can hardly talk about Osakans without mentioning these fabled ladies. Some stereotypes of Osaka no Oba-chan are: they're talkative, loud, pushy, and very particular about prices. No wonder. Their favorite things are discounts, free services, and flashy fashion, especially animal prints. The wilder, the better. That being said, the characteristics I want to emphasize most are their incredible caring nature and sense of humor. Most of the time, they can't leave someone in need alone, not even a stranger. And they always try to stay positive and bring laughter to everyone, no matter what happens. In addition, their purses are stocked with candies at all times, and they seem to delight in sharing them with others. These cute little sweets must be Abajan's magic charm for making everyone smile. To be or not to be an Abajan? That is the question for women of a certain age in Osaka. But I would say my life has actually been much easier, happier, and enjoyable for being surrounded by a bunch of Abajan, even though I'm constantly asked how much my dog cost. So just in case you are in trouble in Osaka, I suggest you find an Abajan and ask for help. She'd be happy to help you out, or at least give you a candy. Now, excuse me, but I've got to go. Oh. Would you like a candy? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Naruhodo. So that's what that is. I was always curious. About the loud print and the price negotiation. So now I know. Great. Moving along. Next, we are going to bring up Hisako from Okayama. And Hisako, are you there? Let's see. Hisako, are you there right now? Let's see. I think not. Could be a technical difficulty. So if she comes on, we will come back. As a result, I'm going to take a 30-second pause and let the number 10 speaker, Yumiko, get prepared. So Yumiko, in about another 30 seconds, can you come on? I'm going to try to see what's going on. So far we've heard from 10 people, and we've heard we heard a joke, we heard something about the culture, the traditions, lots of interesting things. So we have a few more to go, and I'm curious as to what they're going to say. Some of the people have changed their speeches from the semifinals and converted it or added something to it in the finals. Now, again, on my website, on this channel, you should see a link that'll open up a file that'll show you all of the people. And there's a link for the website so you can read more about them, their hobbies, what they do. They've been studying a long time, and doing a great job. So I'm going to bring on Yumiko now. Yumiko, can you come on? Okay, hi. Sorry about the change in time, just a few minutes, but are you ready?
Sure, I am. No problem.
Okay. And it looks like Hisako is going to be after you. So
Okay.
Great. So I'm going to leave, and then you can start.
Okay. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Do you know this song? It's from the old musical, The Wizard of Oz. Hi, I'm Yumi. I represent Shinga. My speech is titled, You Have Your Own Ruby Slippers. I like this story because it teaches us how to overcome adversity. Let me share it with you. The Wizard of Oz is a story about a girl, Dorothy, who was caught in a cyclone and went to the land of Oz. Dorothy really wanted to go home to Kansas, so she had a long and tough journey. After the adventure, the good witch Glinda taught her, Dorothy, you already know how to go home. Glinda told Dorothy her ruby slippers are magic slippers. They could take the owner anywhere, and she had been wearing them all along. Glinda also said, you only needed to realize that. Now, I'd like to apply this to our lives. Sometimes in our lives, we may get caught in a cyclone. In that tragic situation, you might think, I messed up. I lost everything. I want you to remember then, like Dorothy, you have your own ruby slippers, which can show you the right way. Your ruby slippers might be experience from school, a teacher's advice, encouragement from a friend, a beautiful story in a fable tale, wisdom from a book, or love from your family. You don't need to look far away for them. You only need to be aware that you already have them. Your life is precious. When cyclones come, don't give up. Remember this, you have your own ruby slippers. What's yours? Thank you for your attention.
Great, thank you. I have a pair of ruby slippers too, so I'm not going to wear them today though. I'm going to relax. We have Hisako, and sometimes we have some Zoom technical difficulties, so she's available now. I'm going to bring her in. Hisako.
Hi.
Hi. Are you okay now? Everything good?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. No problems. We can't control the internet.
Sorry.
Now, are you ready to go?
Okay. Ready.
Okay. Now, I'm going to leave, and you're going to be able to speak. So, Hisako from Okayama, Japan. That's the west side.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to leave. Are you going to stand or sit?
Yeah, sit. Sit.
Okay.
Oh. Hello, everyone. I'm Hisako. I represent Okayama Ken. I'm in the advanced group, and my speech is titled, The Time of My Life. There was a time in my life that came suddenly and changed everything. It started with meeting people. Sometimes you can meet people who unexpectedly change your life for the best. That time has come. I'm an English teacher at my public junior high school. I've been studying English for a long time, but I was still struggling to feel confident in my ability to teach it. Now, things are different. When I was studying English, I found the Scott Perry method, my English pronunciation has changed. It was my dream to be able to listen to English and understand it. I also wanted to speak English and have it be understood by others. I wanted kids at my junior high school to have the same opportunities as me. That was my dream. In order to achieve my goal, I had to study English even harder. I have grasped the mission to better understand and share the Scott Perry method, which has made my dream come true and changed my life. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that the Scott Perry method has changed your life. Okay. Next, we are going, oh, I see you're in Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii too. And I know it's a background. Okay. Next, we are going from Okayama to Kanagawa with Toshie in Kanagawa. Toshie, are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Great. How are you?
I'm fine, but a little nervous.
A little bit nervous? I'm a little bit nervous too, so don't worry.
Really?
Yes, I'm very nervous. Okay. I'm going to leave and then you can begin, okay?
Okay.
Great.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Toshie and I represent Kanagawa. And I'm in the advanced group. Today my speech is titled The Importance of Reading. Now in Japan, as you know, education is expensive. Prime schools, private tutors, private schools, all expensive. Students in good schools have wealthy parents, but don't worry, there's a way to improve children's intelligence, regardless of parents' money. It's by reading. Videos are easy to understand. We don't need to imagine. However, while reading, it's fun to imagine various things. The Harry Potter series is a good example. The more children read, the better their reading comprehension. Then learning becomes more fun and they'll get higher grades. Do you want to know what to do? Create a good cultural environment at your home. How? First, have many good books in houses. Buy or borrow both a bouquet. Second, read them to your children. Third, help your children to read the books on their own. This will make huge impact on their lives. The habit of reading should help them all the time. In my case, I have two sons, but unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to read the books to them, so they liked playing video games with their friends and watching cartoons on TV more than reading. But now, I'm very excited. I'm gonna read many good books to my grandson. I'm really happy and I cannot wait. Oh, at last, don't forget, I have to tell about us adults. Reading activates our brains, so reading helps anti-aging. Fantastic! Come on, everybody, let's enjoy reading together. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I see you have a lot of books there.
Yeah.
Good. Did you read all those books?
No, not this one of mine.
For the kids. It's for the kids. It's a good point. Reading helps, we say, level the playing field. You can read, and reading is not very expensive. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so that it looks like we have now completed, that would be 11 contestants so far. And the last time I did this, or in the semifinal ni wa, practice members, the practice group or the beginners did not show up on video, but for the finals, they've been working really hard. 頑張りました。で、最初に beginner かもしれないけど、now they are much better. Now, some of them are going to be doing something called mirroring. Mirroring っていうのは、なんか、shadowing の upgrade ですよ。なんか、shadowing is very good, but the details are sometimes missing. Now, when we do mirroring, you're supposed to be listening to an actor and following their movements, following their intonation, copying their sound, いろいろ. So you can't see the actor, but the contestant, the speech maker, has been listening or can hear or has reviewed it many times. They are mirroring their movements. So let's just see a few. First we have Kyoko Ito from Kyoto, and she is going to show us, let's see, Kyoko is going to show us a performance, and she will explain that performance. Let's begin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kyoko Ito. I represent Kyoto. I'm in practice group. My mirroring is titled The Advice for Actors. No, I don't. But I also, it's funny how as an actor, you sometimes, you know what, I feel like if you have an idea, and this is probably good advice for actors that are kind of coming up or starting out in film, if you have a good idea for something, you should ask for another take, or you feel like you maybe have something else in you that you're curious about, you should ask for another take because it helps you forever, and even if get done. I mean, now in contrast to Ryan, and it's just like he's relentless, and you can do 45, 50 takes. See.
Thank you. Was a good example. That's an example of a mirroring. They're not so long. They're only 30 seconds long. So it's actually very challenging to do that because it's not your words, it's their words. And but it's an excellent way to build up your hand gestures, your intonation, your movement, and your pronunciation. So you're going to see more of that, especially in season 2. Season 2, everyone's going to be challenging mirroring. We have one more. We have a few more actually, just 3 more. We've got Rika Kawaii from Okinawa, and she's going to be talking about relaxation, I believe. Let's begin.
Hello, I'm Rika Kawaii. I represent Okinawa.
My mirroring is titled as Your Life. So that's a tough question. There's a lot of things to do. And for me, I like to just go out at about 4:30 at the club in the afternoon when the sun is going down. I just go to the beach. I live like the beach is right there. I go to the beach and just walk around, look at the people, watch the water splashing around, and nothing, just look out over the ocean. That's what I like to do to relax. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great. Moving along, we are going to, again, to Okayama. Looks like there's a strong Okayama English power. We've got 3 or 4 people from Okayama. Next one is going to be Mr. or Dr. Yasuaki, representing Okayama. So let's bring him on his video right now.
Hello, I'm Yasuaki Tomioka. I represent Okayama Prefecture. My speech theme is organ donation. Organ donation is the process where a person allows an organ of theirs to be removed legally, depending on his or his family's consent, to save the life of the person in need of that organ. Organ transplantations are one of the greatest achievements modern science and medicine have gained. A significant number of deaths can be avoided if organ transplantation takes place at the right time. There are some organs like the lung, kidney, or a part of the liver that the donor can donate while living. Organs are mostly donated after the death of the donor. However, there is a severe lack of donor organs. People should be made aware of this charitable act so that the person can be saved from an untimely death. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yasuaki. Very interesting. I did not know that. So you learn something new all the time. I'm not currently a donor, but now I might consider it. We are moving along. We have number 15 and then final number 16. 15 is not Okayama. 15 is East Yamanashi. Yamanashi, I know very well because I always go there for boot camps, spring, summer, winter, anytime. So I always go to Yamanashi. I can see Fujisan and have a nice time for a few days with many people in the boot camp. So Nobuko Kitamura is from Yamanashi, and I'm going to pull up her recording right now. Let's see if that's ready. Yes, it is. Okay. Here we go. Nobuko Kitamura.
Hello, my name is Nobuko Kitamura. I'm from Yamanashi. Imagine, You look up at the sky. It's amazing. There are beautiful lights everywhere. My speech is titled Northern Lights and My Dreams. Have you ever seen the Northern Lights? I've always wanted to see them at least once in my life. The first time, my friend and I went to Norway on a tour. Sadly, we couldn't see it. I promised to myself that I would never give up. 7 years later, I tried again to go to Canada with the same friend. There, it was so cold, about -30. Fortunately, we were able to see them. It looked like giant waves of yellow, green, and blue lights all over the sky. And it's called the aurora blast. Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still think of the swinging polar lights. If we don't give up, we can make our dreams come true. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for speaking. The Northern Lights. Now, I've never seen that. I think that would be pretty intense. それ見たらすごく感動すると思いますね。でもね、私も、必ずアラスカの方に行ってみたい。で、24時間太陽が沈まないように、the sun doesn't go down. I want to see that one time. I want to play golf at midnight. Never done that before. Okay. And last but not least, we have Mr. Toshi Sakaki from Aomori, Japan, representing the East. Let's see if we can. Yep, he is queued up and ready to, well, I'm ready to show his video. He's going to be mirroring an actor, and let's take a listen.
I'm dying to direct, but I don't have the courage or focus to write, and the hardest thing to find material, medical material, just sitting there untouched. So it's tough to find. You know, whenever the written one of the tricky things was when I found somebody with a broken birth script, and I thought, well, I can nurse them back to help them. You know, in retrospect, I do think even the best version of the movie I directed.
And that's it. The best movie of the version I directed. Now that last one, they're short clips. They stop abruptly. Sometimes they don't stop where it seems like it should stop, but they're copying an actor. Great. Thank you, Toshi. Thank you all. And wanted to let you know that the judges are now, I'm not a judge. I'm just a supporter, trainer. I help them along. The judges will review this. We would like to get you to click the link, and if it's not very clear, I'll make it more clear for you later. But click the link and pull up the judges chart. There, you're going to be able to click the same buttons that the judges do. So we'd like you to give your opinions. Scale of 1 to 5. 5 is the best. We have 4 categories. Their content, their pronunciation, their performance.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. And their overall performance, and there's a space for you to leave a note. So if you like this, please join us in season 2. It's going to be starting a couple weeks, April. We will be this time offering this to kids. So we're going to have a separate kids competition, an adult competition, and we're going to try to give away again 100,000 in cash and prizes. And for the kids, we're going to give cool things, iPhone watches. What are these called? I don't know. I don't have one, but iPads and things like that. So also lots of toys. So a cool box of things for the toy. It depends on the age, but we're going to pack it for the winners and ship it to Japan. And if you're an adult, probably you're more interested in Hyakuman. So whatever you like will be here. You're going to see a link to register for the next speech contest. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Most important is all of them, all the participants. Thank you for your good hard work. I hope you learned a lot, and I know you got better and more motivation and more confidence. So probably see many of you back next season. Thank you again. お疲れ様です. Good night.